What's up everybody, and welcome to the channel. In today's video, we're going to take a look at the 2025 Hyundai Santa Fe. This one is a limited all-wheel drive finished in Atlantis Blue with an MSRP at $47,000. Big shout out to Garber Hyundai for providing this new SUV for today's video. Check out their website, linked down below. Underneath the hood of the 2025 Hyundai Santa Fe, you're going to find that 2.5 liter inline 4-cylinder turbocharged engine. This has an 8-speed dual clutch transmission as well as an all-wheel drive system. This powertrain makes 277 horsepower with 311 pound-feet of torque, has a 17.7 gallon fuel tank, and you're looking at 20 miles per gallon in the city with 28 out on the highway. Overall curb weight is 4,500 pounds and max towing capacity is 3,500 pounds. The overall length is 190.2 inches with a wheelbase at 110.8. Height is 69.7 and width is 74.8 inches with ground clearance right at 7 inches. Taking a look at the exterior styling, this Atlantis Blue looks really nice, especially on this boxy style. You're going to see the LED headlights with that H pattern through it as well. And then you can see in the upper grille, we have some black chrome and a nice LED bar. Super cool looking design, and then even in the lower bumper, the body color actually makes an H logo. We have an opening in the center along with a forward-facing camera. We have safety sensors, parking sensors, and more openings down below for more cooling. You have a nice little trim piece to allow some air to pass through the front bumper. And overall, it's a pretty cool looking front end with a very boxy look. You got the Hyundai badge right on the hood and just a really flat hood with two prominent sharp body lines. Down below, we have some more plastic trim making our way around these wheels, and then you have a really cool design on these 5 spokes. These are 20-inch diameter. They look like 5 massive blades, looking really cool. Sharp design on the front fender with a Santa Fe badge, and then some nice silver trim throughout the lower portion. Got a little bit of the plastic material as well, and then a very flat and sharp design for the side. We have body colored on the mirror caps with a turn signal as well as a camera, body color grab handles, and then all black trim throughout the windows. Up above, you can see the panoramic sunroof with those 2 panels and the gloss black for all the roof rails. You can also see the black throughout all the windows just to blend everything nicely. And for the side profile, once again, super boxy, very flat rear end, just a pretty cool look overall. This is also a 3-row vehicle, so not too crazy large to have that interior space. Got an integrated spoiler up above with your third brake light. Hyundai and Santa Fe are all written out, and then we have our H-Track logo for that all-wheel drive system. Taillights have that H design in them. Got an exhaust pipe on the far right side, and then some silver trim and more reflectors all throughout it. Overall, definitely a unique styled SUV. Has a cool look with the boxy design and definitely sets it apart from the rest. Taking a look at the key fob, you're gonna get that Hyundai logo built into it. We have our panic, remote start, and then we have lock and unlock. And then on the one end, we even have that smart park where you can drive the vehicle forwards and back by just the key. If I go ahead and lock the vehicle, you can see the power folding side mirrors, but I can just grab the door handle. It's gonna automatically unlock, and we can check out this nice gray interior. Got the cool leather type material throughout all the seats, which looks really nice, and then the light color wood trim. For the door panel, there's gonna be some soft touch up above with this nice light gray color, and then this silver aluminum-like design for the trim. We have our memory seating, all of your controls down below, lots of padding for the armrest with a massive grab handle, and storage down below with a Bose audio system. We have power controls on the seats with lumbar support, and then the leather seats look really nice. I love the perforations throughout it, and then there's a really cool design throughout it that actually matches those front designs with the H logo. Nice design making our way up to the headrest, and then a cool look for the steering wheel wrapped in this light gray leather. We also have this silver trim, and then a funky look for the overall shape. And then now inside the 2025 Hyundai Santa Fe Limited, keep my foot on the brake. We can go ahead and fire it up. Got the massive screens turning on, and then another look at the steering wheel. On this left side, you are going to see cruise control settings, forward pacing, steering intervention. We also have more controls, and then you can configure the center screen. On the right side, we're going to get some Bluetooth and audio controls, as well as a favorites icon. There are paddle shifters for that 8-speed, which is a cool touch. And then on the right stock, we're going to get all the controls for windshield wipers and then turn signals over on the left. For the center gauge cluster, you have a pretty cool look overall. I can continue over, and you can see a lot of the trip information, tire information as well, the all-wheel drive system. Continuing, we have the compass that'll pop up, as well as safety information. Using the turn signals, you're going to get the nice cameras in it, which is a really cool touch. And then I like the design overall for the tach and speedometer. Down below, we're gonna get the electronic park and brake, interior dimming, traction control, as well as the trunk release. You can also see another one of this H designs throughout these air vents. So they have a lot of cool little Easter eggs like that. More of this light color wood trim, which is really nice to see. And then soft touch on the upper dash. I like all the faux stitching to it, just gives you a nice premium design. We can press that button and we have a small cubby down there for a couple cell phones. More of that wood trim, the H design throughout all of these air vents. And then for the multimedia screen, basically what you're used to seeing on all the new Hyundais. We have audio that will pop up, these massive tiles make it really easy to maneuver everything. And then we have the full screen navigation that will pop up as well. So overall, pretty simple. We are going to get the Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and things like that that will pop up. And then if we go ahead and put the car into reverse, you can see our massive backup camera top-down view. We can configure these views as well. You can get a top-down from the rear, close-up of your different wheels, and then even get the 360 camera. So nice to see that, super easy for everything. And then going into drive, of course, it'll swap to our front view. Parking sensors will also pop up in that center. P button is for park, and then underneath, we have a lot of different shortcuts. So for that same screen, you can just tap these if you don't want to always go into the touchscreen. So really simple overall. And then there's going to be a massive panel for all climate controls. We have our dual zone temperature, heated and ventilated seating, heated steering wheel as well, fan speed, different zones. And then down below that, we have even more shortcuts. So we have our drive mode toggle right here. It's going to pop up on the screen. You have 4 different modes to choose from. We have our auto hold, 4-wheel drive lock, auto start stop, downhill assist, and a shortcut to your camera as well as your parking sensors. You're going to get a couple extra plugs all throughout the center, and you can differentiate if you want them for plugs or charging. Then we have our wireless phone charging pads, which is a great touch to see 2 of them, and then a ton of hidden storage all down below. We're going to get a nice armrest in the center with more of this light color gray trim, 2 cup holders, and you can pop this open and we have a ton of hidden storage space. And then with that down, the glove box on the right side, you have a secondary glove box, and that opens up to reveal a nice large bucket. And there's also hidden storage up above. One last look at the interior. It's a really nice place to be. Honestly, feels pretty premium and high end, especially with soft touch materials all throughout it. So really can't complain. I like it a lot. Headliner also has a really nice color to it. It's kind of a gray color with a speckled appearance. You have that manual sunshade up in front, all of your different lights, and then the controls for the front and rear sunroof. You can see a thin frameless mirror along with garage door buttons underneath. Moving on to the rear seat space, just grabbing the door handle and opening it up. Rear door panel is going to be finished off just like the front. You can see nice soft touch material, the wood trim, and then the light gray for the padded armrest. You are going to see 2 cup holders. We have heated seats, your window control, and even a nice manual sunshade. Rear seats, this can seat 3 people. We have a nice center design, and then you can see once again that cool H pattern all throughout it. For that center, you can pull this down. We have an armrest with 2 cup holders, and then you are going to get USB ports on the backs of these seats. There's also hooks. You also have extra storage space, and then you can see that panoramic roof in back for all the rear passengers. Hopping into the second row with the Hyundai Santa Fe. At 5'11", I sit here with a ton of headroom. So as you can see, I have like 7 or 8 inches. Legroom even is really good. As you can tell with the driver's seat at my height, my feet are fitting really nicely. And it's kind of cool. Underneath, you can actually pull this open and we have a hidden little storage compartment. So then now sitting into the third row, once again, headroom is pretty good. With the second row slid upwards a little bit, as you can tell, my knees do have a decent amount of room. However, as you can definitely tell, the seat base is really low. So you're definitely going to be, sitting with your knees in your chest if you are a full-grown adult. However, overall, there's actually enough room in here to where if I just sit a little sideways or something, it wouldn't be all too bad. On the left side, you're going to get an air vent. You also have a USB plug. And then over on this right side, we're going to see rear air conditioning controls that you can make those adjustments with extra plugs. So nice to see some amenities back here. And if you're a smaller kid or something, this really wouldn't be too bad. You have the button up here that I can easily get these out of the way to climb out. And then there are 2 seats overall with headrests that will fold down. Moving on to the cargo space, you're going to have the button right here. We can just press that and the power lift gate is going to open up. So with the third row up, you can see the difference in recline that you're going to get, which is a great touch to see. And then the floor, you can pull this up. We have some hidden space as well as your tire changing kit. So there's a decent amount of space behind the seats overall. And then from here, I can pull this lever, unlock it, the headrest folds down, and we can get these seats nice and flat. So pretty easy overall. There also are buttons back here that you can press. So if I go ahead and tap that, you can manually get those seats quickly out of the way. With all the seats down, you can see how flat everything is. So quite a lot of storage space. You're gonna get a speaker back here, one of the plugs, and then just one good look. So setting off now in the 2025 Hyundai Santa Fe Limited. This seems like a pretty good spec given we're under 50 grand, and yet you have a really nice interior. The fact that everything is a soft touch, you have this cool wood look. I mean, this honestly is a really nice place to be. And then with the glass up above, really can't complain. So overall ride quality, we got a couple bumps. You know, it takes the bumps really nicely. It does feel like a luxury riding car. So I like how Hyundai has given this kind of that build quality that you would want if you're spending nearly $50,000. And being a family vehicle, this is gonna be something you're gonna be driving a lot. You got the kids in the back, you know, picking up friends, all that sort of thing. So this is a car that is gonna be used a lot for people and for just driving in general. And I feel like the ride quality is totally there to fit the price point. Acceleration is pretty good too, just giving it a little bit of throttle. RPMs are staying low and we are right up there. So I like to see that this turbo engine and that 8-speed especially really lets you deliver the power nicely. It's a pretty peppy car to drive and you're still gonna get pretty good gas mileage. So nice to see that you kind of just have a blend of everything with it. Visibility is pretty good. You have a huge windshield, huge glass all around, and then over your right and left shoulder, once again, all the windows are really large. So it seems like just an easy vehicle to get used to. Maybe you're not quite ready to buy like a big SUV. This crossover style really does a good job giving you the space of an SUV, but without having to have something that is so massive. So it's a pretty nice to drive vehicle overall. And I like how you have all the easy controls for everything like that. Cruise control works great in Hyundais. I love their lane assist, the steering intervention, it all works really good. And you can basically drive this car and let it drive for you. So if you're on the highway, and I mean, it is a really nice car just to cruise. Ride quality, as you can tell, I mean, we're not hearing anything at 40 miles an hour on a nice smooth road. We'll get up a little faster, of course, but honestly, it's a good place to be. The seats are also really comfortable, very padded. You have a lot of room in here too with really good storage solutions. So it's kind of just an easy vehicle to get used to, and you don't have to break the bank to get something that does have a useful third row. So my honest thoughts with the new Hyundai Santa Fe. So for 2025, basically what we saw in the previous year, I think overall, yes, the styling is gonna be a little bit interesting. It's a little odd looking compared to many other SUVs. If you spec it right, like this spec looks pretty good. The wrong specs, it looks a little funky, but I like how you can get these in various specifications that make these look a lot different. If you get the more off-road focused trim level, I mean, it looks pretty rugged. And then if you get more of the luxury, like a calligraphy or a limited, you know, it kind of has like a sleek on-road presence. So it's got a cool look to it. It's something different. I like that Hyundai is kind of going outside the box a little bit. But when you drive this, it really is ultra well-rounded. The fact that it's not that big, it's not anything that's gonna be hard to park, you know, put in your garage, just maneuver in general. And yet you do have a functional third row. This is a vehicle that is going to be very suitable for your typical family, and you can get these without going too expensive. So it's nice to see just an affordable 3-row family crossover that isn't overboard in size and price. And when you kind of put it all together, the interior is a great place. I love the materials you get. Yes, everything is pretty much a synthetic, a plastic type material. However, it's done very well. And there's a lot of cars at this price point that have hard, cheap plastics everywhere. This feels really nice. Everything feels soft. It looks good. It's comfortable. And now on a bad road going 50 miles an hour, it's still just as quiet as it was on the smoother roads. So they've done a good job just making this have good ride quality and feel like a quality built vehicle. You know, this is for the family, so you want something nice. Last thing you want to do in your family vehicle is have something that sounds like a bag of bolts. So this is definitely not that. It's just smooth and easy to drive, and I like how it has some good power. Hyundai's turbo engines, they definitely pack a good punch, and I love how they use a dual clutch transmission. You know, if you're not familiar with the performance car world, but dual clutch transmissions are the go-to for performance cars. So I don't really have any complaints. I think the only complaint would just be the styling. It's not going to be everybody's taste. It is definitely a little interesting. I think it looks good, and the more you drive one, spend some time with the Santa Fe, you know, especially if you're looking for a family SUV like this, you know, you can kind of learn to love the styling, especially if you get it in the right color, the right kind of specification, and it just looks cool. You know, why have a boring car? This is anything but boring. It gives you just that fun, cool style in something that is a utilitarian type of vehicle. So Hyundai's giving you something fun for the family, and it's going to be ultra useful. This is going to have no problems doing highway trips, long distance, family road trips, you know, kids in the back, things like that. You have the space, you have the fuel efficiency, and you kind of can do it all if you're looking for something without breaking the bank. Big shout out once again to Garber Hyundai for providing this car for today's video. Check out their website, linked down below. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, stay tuned for plenty more content, and I'll see you all in the next video.